Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm joined here with JC and she came to jump in to do my bicep video for the Get Shredded for Summer 2017 workout program. Now we're in the gym right now. I didn't shoot my introduction at home today, so we're about to get the biceps workout done. So she's gonna join in with me now. She's about to go through hell. Look at her face now. Let's get it.
So before we get into the heavy weights, we first need to do the warm-up sets. And the warm-up set is basically a set so that your biceps will get warmed up so that they know that they're going to be worked on today. The weight that you'll use for the warm-up set will be relatively light so that you'll be able to do 30 reps on them. In terms of form for this exercise, you need to make sure that your biceps are squeezed into your ribs so that your arms doesn't swing by your side as you're curling the cable. And this is because it will focus all of the contractions on your biceps, making sure that your biceps are doing all of the work rather than your arm. As you can see, I'm showing JC how to perform the exercise with the correct form. As I said before, with the biceps tucked into your ribs and then curling the barbell. And you can see straight away that it's so much harder when you do this because all of the contraction is focused on your biceps and not focused on anywhere else. So this will be perfect to basically warm up your biceps and get them ready for the exercises that they're about to go through. Moving on to the next exercise now, and this is also the cable curl, but this time we're doing it with the normal weight. So depending on how much you can curl, you would increase it to relatively 80% of what you can curl so that it's not very easy and it's not too hard that you're killing yourself. Maintaining the correct form, as I mentioned before, with your arms tucked into your rib, and then making sure the forearm is what's going up and down. That way there's full contraction in your biceps and your biceps are doing all of the work rather than your arm or triceps. Once you finish the first 12 reps, take a 1 minute break and then straight back into it until you finish all 3 sets. And then that will be the cable curl completed.
JC, how did you find that first exercise there?
Basically, we've been here for an hour already, so guys, relax.
See the muscles there?
So, moving on to the second exercise, the seated dumbbell curls. Now for this exercise, it's quite straightforward. As the name implies, you sit on the seat and you curl the dumbbell. But in terms of the form for this exercise, first things first, you need to make sure that you're seated properly. So you need to make sure that the seat is at a right level so that your armpit would go into the little groove thing that I'm about to sit on now. And that way your contraction will be all focused on your biceps rather than focusing on any other muscle part. So once you sit down and your armpit goes into the little groove, you can see from what I'm doing that is the correct form you want to get, and then you can start curling the dumbbell. Obviously making sure that you go all the way down and then bringing the dumbbell all the way back up to you like your face and then carrying it all the way down. So in terms of the sets and break for this exercise, you would do the 4 reps for the first set and take your 1 minute break, making sure that your break is actually 1 minute and not 2 minutes or 4 minutes. and then move on to your second set, which is also 14 reps, and have your 1 minute break, and then moving on to your last set and have your 1 minute break, making sure that everything's timed properly and done correctly so that you get the most out of the exercise. I also want to mention that once you finish bicep curling the dumbbell on one arm, make sure you change over, and that is straight after, before you have your break. So you curl on one arm for 14 reps, curl on the other arm for 14 reps, and then have your 1 minute break and then start again. Moving on to the third exercise, the seated barbell curls. Now for this exercise, you can use the Z-bar shaped barbell or the normal barbell, but I prefer the Z-bar barbell because there's less strain on my wrist when I use that one. So in terms of the form for this exercise, is relatively the same as the dumbbell curl. Just make sure that your seat is at a good height where your armpits both go into the grooves, then your arms rest against the little slope there. Now this exercise is quite different from the normal barbell curls you will normally do, because as you can see from what I'm doing, I'm curling the bar very quickly, and then on the negative I'm counting 5 seconds as I release the barbell slowly to get a lot of strain on my bicep, therefore working my bicep much more than I would have if I was just releasing it like in 2 seconds, or no, as you would normally do it. So just to reiterate, you curl the barbell very quickly at first, and then as you're dropping it, just releasing it very slowly so that there's a lot of tension in the bicep. That way you work your biceps as much as possible. In terms of the set for this exercise, from what you can see from the plan, we would do 8 reps for the first set, have a 1 minute break, then 10 reps for the second set, and then have a 1 minute break, and then finally do 12 reps and for the last set and have a 1 minute break, and then that will be everything, making sure that you release the barbell slowly for every single rep. Now moving on to the last exercise, the superset. This is probably one of my favorite exercises for biceps. Now this exercise is basically a barbell curl, and the form for this exercise is the same as the cable barbell curl. So making sure that your arms is tucked into your ribs so that your arms doesn't swing everywhere, and is your biceps that's doing the work and not your arm. Now the idea behind this workout is to basically burn out your biceps and making sure that you completely destroy them so that you have nothing to give afterwards. I can't lie, it's actually very, very hard, but it's very good as well. So in terms of the reps, you would start off with 10 reps for the first set, and then you have a 20-second break, and then you will move on to 9 reps for the second set, and then have an 18-second break, and then 8 reps for the third set, and then have a 16-second break. So and obviously going down in reps for every set, and for a certain amount of reps you do, you have double the time in seconds for the break. So if you did 10 reps for the first set, you have a 20-minute break, and obviously 5 reps you have a 10-second break, like that, and you do it all the way up until you get to 1.
So we just finished the workout now. JC, how was it?
Guys, yeah, I've been here for an hour and a half, okay, working, okay. So if you see me a little bit struggle, it's because it's the last half an hour.
Yeah, and JC here is from
Inspired by Sports, The Forgotten Angels, and Charlie Sauce.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the bicep video done. If you guys liked it, make sure you leave a comment below, like the video as well, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys next week. Blow.